All right, guys. So our next topic here is going to keep us in the DC universe here with some news that I'm actually happy to report. Because if you followed the show for a long time, one thing that I've always said is in regards to the Black Adam movie and the Flash movie, which are actually we're going to talk about here just right after this. But this one is about Black Adam because Rock came out and confirmed that they are 100% done with production on the Black Adam movie. And this movie, like I said, if you've been following for a while now, I said I wouldn't believe this until I see it. And technically speaking, I still haven't seen anything from the movie technically. So I don't really know if this is actually done yet. The Rock's just saying it's done. But man, this movie was announced like 10 years ago, it seems like. And they finally got it done. So I'm happy that it's done. But now I just need a trailer before I 100% believe it. You never know what can happen up until now and then. What if some of the everything's shot digitally anymore. But what if they lose the files, man? So like for a while, no one likes to say that or a lot of people say that X movie was cursed. This movie felt like that for a while. It's like it was announced. They tried to get it filmed. Something comes up, blah blah blah. They were gonna start filming it right around when the pandemic hit. That affected it. They couldn't get it. They couldn't start production, but supposedly now it's all done. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to potentially actually be able to see this movie because I've been excited for it ever since it was announced. I mean, The Rock is a perfect fit for Black Adam. I love The Rock, so I'm excited to see that. He does come out and say that, like, there's this little quote here for his announcement. It said, "I knew many years ago the opportunity for me to make Black Adam would be a once-in-a-lifetime career event." He wrote on Instagram, "It has been my true honor to go shoulder to shoulder with over 1,000 brilliant and hungry crew of filmmakers and storytellers to bring the anti-hero known as Black Adam to life." And then what I found, which kind of interesting here, is he says, this has been one for the ages and easily the hardest labor and toughest grind mentally and physically of my entire career. Worth every second." But I find that last bit kind of interesting because if you're familiar with The Rock at all, he's like literally they refer to him as like the hardest working man in Hollywood. Because he's constantly working. Like he's constantly working. He wakes up at like 4 o'clock in the morning every day to do these workouts. He's consistently in shape. He doesn't have an off season as far as his physical fitness. And if you're into fitness at all and have tried, like it's damn near impossible to maintain that kind of physique. Let me put it that way. It's interesting that he is saying was the hardest labor and toughest mental grind for him in his entire career. Because that's a statement coming from him, in my opinion, anyway. But nevertheless, we did also get teased with this one little shot of Black Adam in costume here from behind. And I like the look of this suit. I think this looks really good. That's just me. But then I was already excited to see this movie. But then come fandom last year with the announcement of the JSA, but most importantly, the announcement of Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate's like one of my favorite characters in the DC world. And then we find out that Pierce Brosnan himself is going to be playing Dr. Fate. So that all has me very excited. I'm very excited to see this. But now I'm still, got some reservations until I see some footage just because of the history this movie has had. But Rick, you hear this stuff. You excited to see Black Adam? Can you believe that it's done? Where's your headspace at with this?
Well, for one, look at that back and those triceps in that picture. Jesus Christ, and those delts. And the weird thing is, that's all real.
Oh yeah, they came out a while ago and it made a point that I think it was his agent or something that said his suit will not be padded.
No, he doesn't need it.
Yeah.
Dude is ridiculously shredded and just bulky as hell. But no, I think it'll be cool. I mean, it's been talked about for so long that it's finally gaining some traction and sounds like it'll be good. I mean, from what The Rock's saying, but I'm sure he says that about every movie he's in. But I think it'll be cool. Either way, it'll be cool to see. Yeah, The Rock says, know your role. I think it'll be cool just to finally see it all come to fruition.
I'm stoked to see something from this movie, man. Something. I want to see some of this in action and get a feel for the overall just aesthetic for it.
Yeah. Is it going to be a dark movie? I think it will be, but
Well, it's given the time frame for it too, like with the JSA involved, but then we also know that like it's going to be going back in time here, like seeing his like origins, but then it's going to obviously fast forward to the time of the JSA. So I'm curious to like you're going to see the fall of what is the name of his place? I feel like it's something Amatet or something. I forget what it's called. But when he gets his powers there, in this picture, for instance, they're going to see the fall of this empire and everything. But presumably, he probably destroys. Would be my guess. But nevertheless, we'll have to wait and see. John, what are your thoughts on this? You excited this is finally done? Do you believe this is actually done?
Um, yeah, I mean, I believe it's done. Like you said, we need that trailer. We need the trailer to really kind of. I just, it's Warner Brothers. I'm done having any faith or trust in them until I actually see the movies on the screen because they've messed up so many things over. So, I mean, somebody pointed out the other day, in it's 2001 right now. Even if they went into production right now, on a new Superman movie, it would be a decade in between Superman movies. Superman, during the golden age of comic book movies, when every character is getting a movie, when every character is getting a good movie for the most part, DC Comics has let Superman sit on the shelf for over a decade. Now, I guess a solo Superman. I guess you had Batman versus Superman, you had Justice League, but still, it's DC does so poorly with their characters that. Um, I'm always just afraid that something else is going to happen. This change to Discovery owning them, something is going to go wrong, and they're going to shelve this movie for some reason. I can't imagine that's actually going to happen, but I'm just trying to think of the most out there thing, so I'm not shocked when something does happen. All that being said, I'm super excited for the movie. Everything we found out at fandom, everything that they've said about it being done. I when you sent me the pic about the screenshot from his back earlier this week, and my first reaction was, okay. I mean, as far as first looks at costumes or reveals go, it was pretty bland. I really kind of felt like that was just The Rock, continuing to hype it up. But just looking at it again now, because my initial reaction was, okay, it looks like a paparazzi photo, except the paparazzi was allowed to come and take the picture themselves, like
Right.
where they wanted, like from the back. There's not a whole lot of information in that picture. There's not a lot of stuff going on. The suit, for all intents and purposes, is just a black suit behind him. It's got some cracking and stuff, but I don't know what that is. I don't know what the purpose of it is. But I got thinking about it a little more. Black Adam and Shazam, their powers are tied. They get their powers from the same source. And looking at it, the suit is quite a bit different than anything we've seen Shazam in. So it's going to be interesting to see what's the what prompts that. Why is his suit significantly different from the one that Shazam wears and makeup and whatnot and stuff. So I think that's an interesting little tidbit that's in this that I hadn't realized before.
My guess with that would just be the time. You know what I mean? Because this is like this is older, much older. So
Yeah.
maybe that's influencing the design of the suit. Like maybe if when we see Black Adam inevitably come face to face with Shazam in the modern age, maybe it'll look more like Shazam's more recent suit. Maybe not though.
I like
Right?
what you said though about maybe the time, but also maybe the wearer influences it. Maybe the wearer decides what kind of outfit they're constructing for themselves. And
Yeah, because like with this picture, it's hard to see, but it gives me like Man of Steel like suit vibes, like
Kind of looks like
Superman.
Zod's suit.
Yeah, like it's just got this like weaving in it. It's like that's obviously deliberate, like it's hard to like
Hmm.
really make any of it out, but it almost looks like scripture in some
Yeah, it's like
places. Like
patterns
yeah,
and
like so it
I
definitely gives me vibes of the Superman suit.
I had never even noticed how he must be up pretty high. That must be a pretty
yeah. Look at
wide
those little
shot
guys
looking
next
because
to
those
him.
yeah, those
Yeah.
people are so much small. Like I hadn't even seen them before in the wider shot. That's actually a really
Either
cool
the
shot
Rock's
when
really
you
big
when
or
you
those
get some
guys are really small.
perspective.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is he's just so big. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
he is
He's
the
just
Rock.
massive. Yeah, but I imagine
Huh.
that's a throne kind of area.
Yeah.
And this is all
Yeah.
like I don't know. My guess is that like he destroys the place, man. Is my guess. And
Gets
that's
pissed
like,
off.
Yeah.
yeah, he gets all mad and like just
Ah,
burns it all down.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited for it, man. I can't wait to see something from this movie. You think we're getting something for this movie at Fandom?
Oh, for sure. If the trailer for this doesn't drop, like I always wonder if they need since filming is actually completed. I was kind of now I'm gonna get people's hopes up too high, but I was kind of hoping we may see a trailer for this with Suicide Squad or a tease.
Yeah,
Mhm.
some kind of like
I mean,
sizzler
I mean
reel or something.
it's the next thing coming, right? From DC. I don't think they have anything else that's supposed to come out before this, so
Good question. I imagine it is.
Yeah, I would think it is.
this is going to be the Suicide Squad's going to be their only chance as far as a DC property to stick a Shazam or a Black Adam trailer in front of a.
July 29th, 2022. Batman's coming out in March, right?
Oh, I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Batman's coming. Yes.
Forgot about that.
Okay.
I think that's it, though. I don't think anything else is coming before that. So this is, but Batman's supposed to be disconnected from the DCEU. But technically speaking, DCEU, I hate calling it that, but whatever. Like, so theoretically, this being connected to Shazam and the Snyderverse and everything, well, you could say this is the next thing we get. Like,
Yeah.
and when it
Yeah.
comes to that, since Batman's standalone, so we'll just have to
Yeah.
wait and see. Maybe in the end of this, Batman won't be standalone, depending on what they do with the Flash.
Right.
That's true.
Like, so we'll just have to wait and see. I'm stoked for it though. I can't wait to see what they do with. I hope in the trailer that we inevitably do get at, because I know we'll definitely get one at Fandom, especially based on what like he brought. Like The Rock himself brought all that just artwork and announced so much stuff that we had never known about the Black Adam movie, like the JSA being involved and all that
Yeah.
at the last Fandom. Now that they've wrapped production,
I think
they
there'd at least be
definitely can put a trailer together. Matt
yeah.
Reeves put one together for the Batman with only 25% of the movie shot.
Right.
It was a damn good trailer.
It was great.
What's your most anticipated DC movie? I mean, for next year.
Mine's the Batman.
I mean, I have to say Batman because Batman's like my favorite character, like obviously. But I'd be lying if Black Adam isn't up there just because of Dr. Fate.
True.
Like, I love
Yeah.
Dr. Fate, dude. Like, I just hope they do the character justice. Like, I don't, no
Yeah.
pun intended. Like JSA and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I just hope because we know he's playing. I think they've said that he's playing Clint, right? I think they've said he's playing it, like the OG Clint,
Oh,
whatever, right? I can't
yeah.
remember. I think they said he was playing him. So like, I hope they stay true to like, 'cause he's kind of a crazy guy. So I hope they stay true to that. And then having I'm blanking on names right now, dude. Like Nobu, name's Nobu, right?
Oh,
The
yeah.
the spirit,
Naboo.
yeah. So I hope they like,
Yeah.
I hope they have some sort of juxtaposition between those two because they have good interactions, you know, when like and like the very drastic change. Like I've always like they've done a lot of different things with Dr. Fate, but like whenever like Nobu takes over, he's just like a badass. Dude. Like and I want to see
Oh,
that
yeah.
happen. And then like Clint has often been like kind of like schizo, but then also kind of like normal, and then kind of like just like scared, and just like other times like he just gets kind of stuck inside, and like Nobu doesn't even let him out. Like
Yeah.
so I'm curious to see what they do with that. Even though I know it's not a Dr. Fate movie, I'd like to see like if the JSA works. Like I always say, money talks. If everyone likes the JSA afterward, I could easily see them doing a JSA movie. Like they could just be setting that up.
Yeah.
Who knows? So we'll just have to wait and see. But the question is, though, guys, what do you think about this? Are you excited to see the Black Adam movie? And what has you? Do you think we're going to get that trailer? Do you think what's the earliest you think we're going to get a trailer? Do you think we're going to get one with Suicide Squad here in a couple of weeks? Like we said, Matt Reeves was able to put together a full trailer for Fandom last year with only 25% of his movie shot. So it is conceivable that now that they've shot this entire movie, they could have put something together already to, go in front of the Suicide Squad, even like a small teaser, like something like that. So we'll just have to wait and see. Whatever you think, let us know down in the comment section below.